And ordering was correct because we care about this. Look at this! 8 cards and 8 damage, and it's just a start. We also can get Annex later. Now we are up to 21 cards. So guys, today we are playing a very wild deck because we are playing Esper and we'll get way to get Immortal in this game. Maybe it will work, we'll see. Right now we have Sorry. We are actually not a Zorius deck. This is just a bit of a wonky draw, but we can fix it. Let's kill the rabbit while we can, while there's one creature. So basically, blue is here only for a single card. It's like Orzhov deck with all the life gain. It seems that our opponent is... Alright, we'll wait. We will wait. Okay, they got the land, we can continue playing. However, we can kill this one and then set up the crystal. Okay, the crystal is a little bit of craziness here, but not the biggest one. When you see the big crazy card, you will know. For now, let's just get extra life gain. So the idea is that we have tons and tons of life gain in this deck, and we have a card that allows us to draw cards with it. Normally this is devastating, but here we honestly don't even care. Let's just go for the eagle. We have eagle just for the graveyard decks. And it also can draw you a card like this, so it's usually not a dead draw. Let's get a card. The life gain gets doubled from the wind crystal. Yes! Oh, everything is working. But it's just a start because the main card is still not here. And that's the card that we build the whole deck around. Right now I'm trying to be patient with this. And thanks to sweepers, you can kinda play the long game against those decks. We got attack. Come on. It's kinda cool. I'm so happy. Like, I Fury crafted the full deck. And I mean, it was ready. I needed to adjust it today, but it was done like 2 days ago, and I wasn't sure how to go about it. And now it's just working perfectly, like a charm. We don't have a demon yet. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with it. You know what? We're doing Sanctuary. No. We are going for the Fortress, and we don't need Annex. Sorry, this was a bit of a slow turn because I needed to evaluate if I'm freaking dead on this turn. Because this can be so much damage. They go wide and they go, you know, tall, and the damage is insane. So basically I needed to make sure that if they pump the whole board by like +1 or +2 somehow, can we survive? And I, you know, kind of decided that, yeah, sure. Let's go for this. Now we go Fumigate. Look at the life gain. 15. 23, we get the Raven, and now we exile stuff. And guys, this is not even the main game plan. This was just fluff that I did in the end. Raven Eagle was one of the last cards, and I was like, I guess we can draw cards, exile, you know, things from the graveyard, and it's just perfect so far. We will actually outvalue and out-tempo them. We're not even using the actual card that is for this matchup. Obviously, you win by this. But we're not going for it yet. Bro, it's going perfect. And this is why we save Momentum Breaker on this one turn when I was thinking so long. I was reaching into the future. And the Raven is back! Bro, I didn't even show you the main part of the deck. It's so much cooler. This was just an extra. We seem to be against Boros. I will keep the breaker and just set up the land. It can be important, especially that we have Fumigate. And next turn, Flanker and Tenacity. Ooh, this is interesting, but what do we actually do? Do we just go Raven, man? So this is good for blocking, but it can die. You know what? I think it's good because it can block Slick Shot. My heart is actually bleeding for the miss value on this play. It's basically 3 mana, 2/3 flyer, but against Slick Shot sometimes it's enough. And maybe you can get a little bit more time to, you know, do the rest of the things. Oh, I remember whenever we showcase this, you know, Orzhov ink thing. Nope. Nope. I remember this is the biggest investment and also the biggest weakness. Because now we can Momentum Breaker it. Oh, they will Not like this play. Oh, in the graveyard for me. Thank you. Oh, it's a creature. Perfect. That means we can draw a card, get extra damage, and pure value. Man, this is why the Raven is here. Absolute menace. And I think on 21 it will be kind of hard for them to literally kill us from empty board. I mean, 21 damage for an aggro deck is like nothing in standard, but they should at least struggle a little bit, you know? And we need untapped land. So what is least important? I'm sorry, but this is a win con. So if we are casting win con, that means the game is, you know, stabilized, which means we probably have 5 mana. Every other card is reactive, trying to keep us alive. I want to see the Grimoire, but, you know, every game just ends before you play your 5-drop. Oh, only for damage, bro. Are you even trying? Okay, we need to be very careful to not live gain. Withering Curse. Let's go. And we do exactly same freaking thing again. Let's see what the players. Our opponent seems to be having some combat tricks. That's how we say Sloth. Let's see. They usually cannot pump toughness. Wait. Bro, I swear, aggro players are getting like less and less familiar with the gameplay. This doesn't do anything. We do not target with Curse. We -2. -2 doesn't deal damage, so it still dies. I swear, they have no idea like how magic plays out at all, and they never need to because they are playing aggro, so, you know, this guy will be mythic in 2 days anyway. Bro, I'm so committed to showcasing you the Grimoire. Like, that was the whole idea of the deck, but you can kinda see where we are in standard, that every game is just solved on removal level, so even if you survive and win the game, nobody cares about your win con. They're like, oh, I don't care, you killed my creatures, I'm out. Like, I swear, you can play literally 0 win con deck right now in standard and it will have like 80% win rate, as long as you have 3% removals. But I'm devoted to showcasing you guys the Grimoire, and I think this might be the game. I think we can finally do it. We have the blue mana. I needed to splash so many shocklands and, you know, pain into the mana base just to get this blue mana. But, I mean, let's go Tenacity. So they want to ramp and they have Gruul. I instantly think of Smuggler's Surprise, random encounters, you know, this type of shenanigans. But we'll see. Do they have Exile effect on Tenacity? Maybe? No, this is good. This is actually a win for us. Tenacity is not here to hit face. Tenacity is to die and become enchantment. I swear, that's what the card always does. And the Space Dragon, as we call it. We can do some plays. They might have haste with this, which is a little bit more scary than the usual. So I think it's still the better... Man, I want this Wind Crystal. I want it so much. I'm such a greed lord. Swamp. Okay, it's activated. It looks like it isn't. I double checked because it's all black. Okay, so don't do this at home, guys. This is not a good play. But it will be so epic because now they need to go white. And I hope we are not dead on this one turn. I hope... Bro, like, come on. Don't... I expected 3 creatures, 4 badgers. By the way, this one 4-drop is already hitting for 8. Because that's how the math works right now. Obviously. Let's... You know what? Can we survive one more turn? We could make a demon. Fumigate is nice, but it doesn't really do much more than just life gaining a little bit. I guess we have to. I really hope our opponent will do something cooler. That was lame. They just played a creature in the swing. It's like half of what I expect. I thought it would be Badger, and like one more creature. And then we'll have huge board that hits on the next turn, and then Fumigate is like 10 life gain or something. And our opponent is not cool like that. Just not cool at all. Authority, shoot the sheriff. Okay, you want it the hard way. Let's do it the hard way. And do we go another Annex? Nope. Now, don't forget that we also get double life gain from this when we get the demon. So we need to kill, I think it's Basing Set token probably. The Ooze is fine, it does nothing. Tenacity is already switched. Cool. 8, please. Thank you. 2 damage, please. Thank you. You will see how quickly we kill. Bro, I want to show you the Grimoire, but first I cannot draw it, and whenever I have it, I'm under siege of 50,000 1-drops, trying to not play magic as much as they humanly can. And we are here to play magic. I will not end this video until you get the Grimoire game. I'm prepared to grind if I have to. What do we go for? Bro, this is 8 life. This is so fun. But we need to go for the demon. Come on, let's be responsible. Look at this life gain. 8-12? 12-6? This is just passive. We have another Tenacity, another Annex, and Beza is probably like, I think, 8 damage or 16 with this. But let's go for the Grimoire. Man, I don't want to win. I want to win with Grimoire. Let's go. You know, guys, the classic on the draw against like crazy pollinator. Do you have it? Yes, you have it. So our opponent is spamming 4 mana to our 1. Quadra amount, which means that on the draw you cannot even play 3 mana sweeper because it's still too slow. So we have to kill the badger because otherwise the mana is absolutely ridiculous, and now it's just ridiculous, which is a huge improvement. If you can just play against a ridiculous situation that is way too good, that's great. That's amazing. Can I? 3 Tenacity, 2 lands. Cool. I will play 1 more turn because if we draw the curse we still might win. But of course if we miss... Like, I'm honestly think that missing 1 land is already a good game, especially when you are on the draw. So it's kinda sad because we had all the pieces to win this game, except land to play our cards. Cool. Like, is there a chance, Shuffler, that I could like play my cards? Or is it too much? Like, what do I need to do to be able to play the game that I'm playing? Our opponent really needs to think about it. Bro, okay, we finally have an aggro, mid-range, control. Is there... I will play... I want to scoop, but I know I will get a comment. Oh, you weren't technically dead. Okay, I will wait 1 more turn, so... Now. Yay. Someone saw this and thought, this seems like flourishing, healthy gameplay. Amazing. Voice of aggro, dare I say. Alright, let's play removal. And we basically need to make sure that we get to this Fumigate stage. Flanker is not only great against graveyard decks, but it's also a really good creature just to, you know, kinda get a little bit of extra value and time. So we could go Flanker, kill Sephiroth because they will surely attack. And we also can get life gain Scry and get 4th mana. So then we go Wind Crystal and Fumigate. Life gain? I mean, this is a good play, I feel. I think this is decent. Okay. Man, they didn't even get the card. They want to sacrifice something? Nope. Oh, here you go. Here's some flanking. Unfortunately, because they didn't play anything, there is a chance for removal. But it's probably still good for us. We need to find a land with this. Nope, nope. You guys are great, but you ain't no land. Yes, let's try it. There is a chance they have another Sephiroth, but we need to still go through all of them. And 1 damage is really good for best card in their deck. What's the next one? Ojer? Sephiroth? War Leader's Call? What's your poison for this turn? Or just a tiny headliner into tiny Cecil. It's very weird because that means they stack those cards from before. The Wind Crystal. I have to say, we need to play with this crystal more because this extra life gain is insanely fun. Like, whenever you sweep the board and you gain like 4, 6, 7, 4, 6, 8 life, it makes huge difference because suddenly this whole swing won't matter then. I think this should be the War Leader's Call turn, if they have it, or Ojer. No, Ojer doesn't amplify anything, they need War Leader's Call first. So I'm really happy if they swing like this. This deck seems, you know, maybe a little bit wonky, but when you actually see the synergies, it will be like, oh, Oh, I see. And it's like 15 damage out of nowhere. Because they create tons of creatures, then they sacrifice them, which triggers Sephiroth, and War Leader's Call, and all the sacrifice synergies are just insane because they just keep repopulating the board, creating, sacrificing, creating. Yeah, everything just creates tokens. Surveyor is way more popular now. It has to be the turn. It has to be the turn. This is a good sweeper. It's 3 for 1. That's good. And we go back to 20. I swear. Wind Crystal and Fumigate is just so fun. We can kill it with Virtue very nicely. There is a chance they had this since long time. Since we killed the previous one. Told you that there is a chance of another Sephiroth. I think this completely, donks on them. Because with authority, now every piece of shenanigans that they are trying to use for them is actually working against them. I played this type of sacrifice against authority. It's a pure pain. Alright, I wanted the Grimoire, but, I'll take this one too. Because the card is so cool, but it's just so hard to use, man. Because, every game is so fast that even playing 6-drop that doesn't win the game immediately feels close to impossible. But we'll try it. We have the Tome. By the way, Tome is also everything was built literally for this one card. Because you can get basically extra cards, extra scries during the game, and when you get to this turn 6, you can save the last scry and instantly get 4 cards, on top of 5 that you get from here. We will probably draw a card. I don't want to go Annex, guys. I want to draw a card the good old-fashioned way, by paying mana. Let's see. This feels like Reanimator deck. It looks like is it, but it isn't is it. Yeah, it's oh, they just play Kona deck. But where's the green mana? Is Passage the green mana? If they play Omniscient, they could also play this blue card. We still have it in Standard. For 4 mana. From Murders at Karloff's Manor. Reenact the Crime, I think that was the name. So what do we do here? That's kinda important because we might not have much time. I actually cannot pay mana for my cards. I need something that just gives me stuff for free. We have Authority, potentially Tome activated, and Annex. I think we'll get this to 3 and play this. Oh, it's just Kavara deck with extra steps. Of course, man. For a second, I actually thought it's a deck that isn't about playing Kavara. Alright, at least they play a different creature for animation, so that's probably as much as we can hope for. Oh, they already have a... Wow. Wow. They played Kavara. This is peak gameplay. Well, guys, believe or not, we seem to be against elves, so I will go flanker just to get the curve going. We don't really have too many plays. Those cards are okay, but they are not what we really need. We need to fix our mana, get Annex, this type of stuff. I guess we can go for the Virtue because it just hits perfectly. We need to stall a lot of time, and while it seems that we are winning, we are not. This deck will explode, and we are not ready for the explosion, so we need to trade removal, slow them down, and try to fix our lands, mana base, and value in the hand. And what do you do at amount of... Okay, land. All I see is a land. I mean, let's go Momentum. This will not be a great card for this matchup. Usually they go pretty wide. So at some point you will just miss and hit tokens with this probably. The 1/1 elf tokens or something. But Shoot the Sheriff can always hit the right thing. Oh, I love cards like this, man. I also love killing them. Let's hit... Man, this flanker might actually win the game with amount of... Yeah, I know. Oh man, I have to empathize. I need to feel bad for our opponent because they actually just get removed for the whole game from the start to finish, nothing more. I don't have a good one. Well, I definitely practice for this one. Sure, no haste, so not really relevant. If you control. Oh, but it needs to enter. But there's no elf in the board. Why would you play it now? See, this is why we kept Shoot the Sheriff for later. And this is how we fix our kind of weird situation. Sure, I still swing. If they trade, it's so bad for them because they have no board. And now we can trade all this extra life during the game to finally fix our hand. So now we should be in a nice situation. We can force Tyvar to sacrifice with Breaker. Oh man, this is actually so good. And we also draw a card with Beza. We actually only draw a card with Beza because we have more life and more the same amount of creatures, which I didn't expect. I thought that we are getting creatures, but you know, doesn't really matter. All we care is that we make those bricks, and our opponent needs to unload into the battlefield, and then we sweep. We have both Withering Curse and Fumigate. This will survive, but we can kill it later with Breaker. Oh, that's the play. They cannot attack with everything. Alright. Huh. I mean, that's a kill. Not yet, but close enough. So we kill this, they make it indestructible, and then we Momentum Breaker. And that's why we kept it. And we played this tapped because we have nothing to do with the mana outside of life gain that we don't really need right now. This is perfect card for Grimoire because you can first use it early game to, you know, survive. But late game you can just stack all this speed with annexes or whatever and get 4 cards from Grimoire. So that was the idea, but you can see how hard it is to get everything. Our opponent is down to 1. So this is one of the reasons you don't really see elves. Look how slow they feel compared to Badger craziness that just kills you on turn 3. So every elf player is basically playing Badgers because they are just better elves. The Archery. I think we even played Badger in elf deck because it was just simply better anyway. Even though it makes no sense with the deck, doesn't matter, still better. I mean, we can do so much here. I believe we have the Grimoire, we have authority, even of Consuls. And let's go with this, because we need Ores of Mana first. I think it's worth to play this. We might be hard pressed, like this could be turn 2, and this with Fortress could be turn 3, and then we will get new cards. Oh, the bats. Oh, by the way, I love Fumigate, this is such a cool card. What do we go for? We need to go for removal and see what our opponent will do. So we have a good start, but we definitely need to work a little bit for what's going to happen here. It's a good decision, but we still want to make best selection. They could play a land, right? Yeah, they are on the play. Land into 2-drop. Interesting. What do you have? Like they... Okay. Maybe they have Zoraline and they want to go for 5 mana version. Annex is decent to get the lands. Okay, I didn't want to go Annex, but I think getting lands for 6... Like, this is 6 mana, so you actually need to draw a few more. We need 2 more lands, so I think without Annex we'll miss it. So, you know, I didn't want to include Annex originally. By the way, we would get mana screwed. We would absolutely get mana screwed, so that was a good decision. I didn't want to put Annex into this deck, but it turned out that I just had exactly the hole on 3 drops, exactly lacking the draw engine, and it was like, you know what is the card. There's one card that perfectly fits. How are we missing? Bro, we go. This is ridiculous. I don't mind it because we'll get the right thing sooner or later, but it's kind of ridiculous. I know I could get the flanker, I don't really care. This and this. I want this to be a surprise. What? 6 life? How am I dead already? That will... Bro... Why am I at 6? This was... I never got hit this game. It was Zoraline. Told you. I'm still bamboozled. Was that just Annex and Shocklands? I guess we played triple Shockland, and that's wild. Sure. They must have something. I'm going for this. And we chill. Because we need to get to 6 mana. Guys, This is my quest for today. I'm, I'm just side questing for the coolest Grimoire game. And I think this might be the one. So far we are defending nicely. They have uncounterable stuff. Oh, I know! They think that we have counter spells. That's why they play so weird. But we just have the Grimoire. Oh, and now whenever they play a creature, we'll live gain and get new cards. So fun. Oh, this will completely transform the game. I'm actually hyped for it. Yes, it finally drops. Draw 5 cards? Sure. Seems decent. We have no maximum hand size. This is so cool. We take 2 damage, which means that we need to discard 2 cards. Shockland and Shockland. Man, you see what we are going for? This is the ultimate control gameplay. Having all the cards. Basically, this is as close as we can get to Lich Mastery in Standard. This is, I think, the only card that has this type of effect. So we can also get all the extra cards forever and probably stack the whole deck. Infinite. And we actually have infinite hand size. Yep. We will get more... So our opponent is playing creatures, and that means we are drawing extra cards. Yep, seems about right. Let's go for maybe Sanctuary, in case we want the Demon. Oh, this will be amazing. Guys, you will actually love it. First, we should probably sweep. No, I actually don't want my opponent to leave the game. So... if I sweep, they will probably, leave the game very quickly. Let's go for Beza. And ordering was correct because we care about this. Look at this! 8 cards and 8 damage. And it's just a start. We also can get Annex later. Now we are up to 21 cards. Yeah, I can discard too. Not a problem. We seem to be having a lot of answers for current situation. And... this is also our life total, so we have like 19 life here. Sure, honestly, we absolutely do not care. It actually helps us, because that means they cannot exile it as a creature, which is an upside. So right now they didn't do anything. Sure. Like, we win by cards, we don't care about this board. The puny board. 3 damage. Yeah. Man, all we need is more mana so we can go triple tenacity or something. I think this is already too late. Yeah, we should have lands. So 3. 1 tenacity and 1 what? Tome. I mean, we don't need to draw more cards. We already have everything. So we are only down to 16, which is very rough. I feel so out of options. Let's go for the kill. I think we should. So we go for this. How much do we live gain? This is 4 mana. Okay, so Virtue of Persistence. For 2 mana, we live gain 4, which deals 8. That's so cool, man. Oh, this is just absolute perfection. Yep. Oh, and we also draw 4 cards. Not sure if I mentioned. Yep. Yep. And now we can go for Flanker. That life gains. By the way, our opponent has this game plan. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. We just do it better, faster, and we scale like crazy. Like, this was not close. Honestly, we are just getting started. So they can remove a single tenacity, which is very, very brutal. Sure, I'll just take everything, thanks. We have infinite cards, so... Oh, we still deal 4? Sure, because it gets doubled. What a crazy game, man. And this is how we rank up, apparently. Grimoire actually showcased the full potential. We had so little mana. Imagine if we had like twice the mana. We could make the craziest plays, man. Marina, Vendrell's Grimoire. Probably the closest we'll ever get in Standard to Lich Mastery. If you aren't a channel veteran, Lich Mastery is my beloved card from, before times I made this channel. And I played every single color combination with Lich Mastery. Every junk was done with that card. And Grimoire is very similar in effect. You also get cards when you live gain, and this is why the rest of the deck is all live gain. And I really like the idea that both Tenacity and Grimoire kinda scales out of exactly the same cards, and with Wind Crystal that doubles all the live gain, suddenly all of those cards are getting doubled in live gain, which also means that those effects are getting doubled. So very cool synergies. I think that from all the decks I tried with Grimoire, this is probably the most reasonable one. You know, let's be honest, this card is not winning on turn 4, and that's what you need to do in Standard right now. So, you know, more of a junky win con, but I honestly think we kinda squeezed everything out of this card, and we even went 7 and 7, so we managed to match the ladder with Sweaty Badgers and Cavero Enjoyers with a cool Grimoire deck. So I call it a massive win, and we definitely had more fun than them. And guys, just so you know, I also played some extra unranked games out after the ones you have seen, but every single unranked game I played was like literally aggro, hitting my face and scooping when I killed the creature or survived. Like every single game. So, you know, I tried. You know, I really tried to showcase more of Grimoire, but, you know, Standard is very, very fast, to put it lightly, and most of the aggro decks don't really care about how you win the game. They just care if you can kill their creatures, and that's as long as they will play the game for. So, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you to all our patrons that allowed us to see this forgotten card shining as it always were destined to. Really appreciate it, guys, and I hope you had a lot of fun today. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed some creative decks. Tell me in the comments if you want more, because we have a lot of junky ideas, so we might, you know, spice it up a little bit this way. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.